Quantum, launched last year in April through, after a lot of regulatory wranglings, but we finally got it through. So, very quickly, it's all about the formulation. When we were putting MaxForce Quantum together, okay, we were looking to make sure that from a good ant product, you must have some key elements. One of it, obviously, it has to be attractive. Second, that it causes recruitment. This is obviously ants leaving pheromone trails behind them to tell their friends to come and eat this good stuff they've just found. Shows no seasonal differences. Seasonal differences is just basically that with some ant products, you're getting, it's based on a certain food base. They eat it, and then all of a sudden, it's working very well, then all of a sudden it just stops because their feeding habits have changed. With this formulation, what actually happens is, because it's quite a liquid bait, and I'll define what liquid means a bit later, is the ants are actually going for the food source to start with. And then when their feeding habits change, they're actually going for the moisture contents of the bait. So they're basically going for a drink every time they go for this bait. And that's why it doesn't show seasonal variations, okay? We also made sure that it was, once you apply it, it's robust in application. So it doesn't just dry out very quickly. So the bait also needed to act slow enough to kill the ants and make sure, but also to get it to go back to the nest. So with this product, you're looking for nest eradication, not just surface, visual kill. So with the robust in application, what we found with most conventional ant baits, sorry gents, I'll stand back a little bit, you are losing a lot of moisture contents very, very quickly with similar baits. But with MaxForce Quantum, you lose very little water, okay? And that's why it stays palatable for up to 3 months after application. And that's why you're also getting over the seasonal differences, okay, when they change their feeding habits. I told you this is going to be a whirlwind. It's a bit like speed dating, I feel, today. I don't know. Anyway, the product profile. So the product controls all major ant species, sweet and protein loving. The reason we get it is because it doesn't dry out, as in the variation of ant species we have, is because of this moisture contents, okay? Rapid control. We use our words very carefully here with rapid control. It's not fast, it's rapid for nest eradication. The key is to get the nest. Remains palatable for up to 3 months. This is because of the unique non-drying formulation that we use and the bait matrices we use. I won't go into the details. The bait matrix is a much more complex subject, but it's what we just put into it in addition to the active ingredient. It's quick and easy to apply. It basically comes in a 30-gram cartridge. You'll be used to using these things for cockroach control. A liquid bait. It's not water, it's not as hard as a cockroach bait. It's the same consistency as kind of warm honey, just to give you an idea. And this is where kind of practical terms of when you apply this product, you just need to think a little bit more about where you're putting it. Because if you put it onto the wall, like you may do for a cockroach treatment on a picture frame, something like that, it's going to hit the skirting board pretty quick. So you just got to make sure you get a horizontal surface, and there are things out there that you can use to make sure you put it onto a horizontal surface. Contains imidacloprid. So this is the same active ingredient that we put into MaxForce White IC for cockroaches. We've heard in previous presentations about the environmental impact we're having. This has 70 times less active ingredient in this ant product than what we need in a cockroach product. Low dose, 0.2 of a gram, roughly the sort of size of a 5p piece per drop. Contains Bitrex, so again, for non-targets, it's it kind of creates like a gag reflex, so it's good for non-targets. So again, increasing safety to the environment that it's put down in. Discreet in use. Very easily applied because it's a gel and liquid bait, whatever you wish to call it. Target species. These are the 4 species currently on our label. And I do stress currently. We are looking for more ant species. Okay, trial sites. but this is what you can treat for today. You'll see there's a very big difference in feeding habits than what with black ants as well as Pharaoh's ants. And again, this is where you're getting the consistency because of the moisture contents in the bait. You're getting Pharaoh's ants and black ants. They're both attracted to this. This slide never shows up particularly well, but I keep it in there just for effect, really. This is a blob. This is a spot of gel. And quite literally, if you've not used this product, when you use it, just take a couple of minutes, certainly on the first time, just to watch this. You put this on the tray, these are the pictures you'll see. And it's quite a visual, has a big visual impact to you to have confidence being attractive. But also, if you've got your customer, in the area, you can take them to it and say, look, it's working. With this formulation, this is probably one of the most important slides I have here, is the different species and what to expect. So I can manage your expectations of what you can expect from this product, but also that you can manage your customers' expectations for that, when the door closes behind you, they're not going to have no ants. Okay? So for Pharaoh's ants, the advancement of this is 1 to 2 weeks for nest eradication, not 3-6 months, which you have with other products. Okay? So this is a significant advancement of these products. But what you'll find after application is for the first couple of days, you may actually see an increase in activity of ants. So it's worth, if you can tell your customer before you leave, you will see an increase in ant activity. If you do, don't worry. We expect that. But after 3 or 7 days, if you're still seeing an increase, which you shouldn't do, call us back. It saves you a call back, that you don't get someone panicking saying the problem's worse now after you've applied from what it was beforehand. Practical application. Some of the guns which are available to you, and I was having a conversation not that long ago about settings. So you see the settings here for the different applicator guns. And why pay extra for good equipment? Is because if you don't, in some cases, when you use a piston applicator, you can be applying 5 times, or at least 5 times what you need. You're throwing money away. Okay, I'd like to sell you some extra cartridges, but really, for our environmental impact as an industry, we have to be responsible in our use. So getting the right kit is important. So to conclude, MaxForce Quantum controls all major ant species, sweet and protein loving. It's rapid control, not fast control, rapid control. It's highly effective, quick and easy to use. 3 months once you apply a drop, as long as it's not eaten, it should up to 3 months be palatable and still attractive. Low dose, we've already covered low dose. Discreet in use, it's a gel, you can put it in places where you can't spray, or going in at times when you can't spray. And it is one of the key formulations that Bayer are actually supporting through biocides. So this is a long-term solution for the industry.